Hey everyone, back again with a real quick follow-up video to the VLB card that I just fitted to the 486 machine. A viewer called Shimbler, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, reached out and suggested that I download the DOS drivers for this particular card, as it's required to use 32-bit mode. So I went online, I managed to find some drivers for it. However, the ones for this card supposedly, as you saw there, would fail, sort of like it would drop access to the hard drive, not allowing you to view directories or anything like that. So I found a version 2.0, which I'll link in the description below. Didn't state it was exactly for this card, but it's the only one I've managed to find that actually works. So I threw it on my retro NAS. I used Windows, of course, to copy it over because I'm lazy, and then all you have to do is edit your config sys file, and also your system INI file for the Windows drivers. I did muck up, I think I made a bit of a spelling mistake here, both of which are required to load the driver and gain access to that faster transfer rate and latency. Of course, this means that the drive itself is still going to be a bit of a bottleneck, but hopefully this reduces some of the seek times and access to the drive. It might even help with CD-ROM access, various parts of the system. So it's always a good idea if you find drivers like this to try them out and see, it might actually give you some performance. Overall, I was quite surprised that this existed, and I was pleased to get feedback on the previous video because I had no idea these exist. See, there's my spelling mistakes there. It's a pretty easy fix. I just copied and pasted the names and the directories. But yeah, after a reboot, the driver should actually load within DOS and Windows now, which is what we want. So we'll just let the system boot up. I put it further up in the list once the high memory manager was running. I managed to sneak it into DOS high memory, and now the Windows driver should load as well. There we go, we got our enhanced driver pack. Very nice. Of course, the hard drive is still very slow, but hey, free performance is still free performance, so I'm happy to have such a driver in place. I'll do some comparisons between the old cards and the no driver and with the driver, because that's quite important to do. I did rerun the speed test after exiting Windows, and I noticed a very funny quirk with this driver pack. It seems to unload the driver when you exit Windows 3.11. I'm not too sure what the story is, so I was looking at it going, man, that's just like the sort of seek times that I was getting without a driver. So I rebooted the machine, and sure enough, here we go. We've got our standard performance back. The other thing I had to do was, because I was mucking around with jumpers with the original driver pack I was having problems with, I had to put those all sort of back together. So here's what we were getting before, and coming up I'll show what we are getting now. Alright, so on the left is the previous results, the ones on the right are what we've got now. Pretty big improvement. As I said, the drive itself is still our bottleneck, but at least we have got a little bit of extra performance, and more importantly seek times and things like that greatly improved. So yeah, thanks very much for the comment, it was very helpful, and yeah, you learn something new every day. Drivers, I think I might go off and look for my graphics card drivers and see if there's anything extra for DOS in that, because I've got a VLB DOS video Cirrus Logic graphics controller in there, so yeah, try that out. Alrighty, thanks for watching, catch you guys soon.